man up there? Yes, thank you very much. This is me a couple of weeks ago. As you can see, I'm still sporting the same haircut. My background is in advertising. I've worked in that for many years, and through my travels with that, I actually met two twin brothers, Matthew and Daniel Tobin. They run a company called Urban Art Projects. They brought me on to be their marketing manager, which is a fantastic opportunity. So UAP is really split down the middle between a design consultancy and also a fabrication workshop. We develop site-specific public artworks. We work both here in Australia as well as mentioned over in the US, Atlanta, in LA, as well as two offices in Shanghai and also affiliates in the Middle East. So this is a concept sketch of a work for Donna Marcus, who you might know from Brisbane Square's work that we've delivered for King Abdullah over in Saudi Arabia. We sort of help, we collaborate with the artist, taking it from a concept and working through documentation and into obviously fabrication and installation. This one here was 2 tonne, I think, and was a mixture of about 6 of the same works. These whites, they're a bit large from here anyway, they really underpin all of our thinking. If you can imagine the fact that in 2050, 75% of people will be living in cities, people are going to be forced out into the public environment, so we need to work out and think about how people are actually going to interact with that space. This is a project we worked with Fiona Foley, who's a renowned Australian artist, for Redfern Park down in Sydney. And this shot's just nice because I think it really summarises the idea of embedding culture and local history and what the artwork represents, as well as activating a space. This is the map for Shanghai Expo. We won the tender to actually develop the 8 entry statements for it. And these are all both referencing local Chinese culture as well as the idea of Expo being all about celebration. So, like I said, 8 different ones. This one is Celebrate, which is at the main entry. And obviously based on fireworks, it actually will hopefully collect solar energy and it will then power through to the LEDs on the edges. And that will then, as people walk through, it'll sort of strobe with the motion that's going on underneath it. I chucked this one in. I think it's a really nice shot because, public art can be quite simple and effective at the same time. A graffiti artist has noticed that at one point in the day where the sun casts, he spray painted a little Martian man up there, and the look on the kid's face is sort of being captivated by it's quite touching. This on a larger scale by Pecha, the Red Ball project, has toured around the world, including Sydney, and he actually draws attention to the architecture of those cities by using this giant ball. This is a project we collaborated with Nettleton Tribe Architects here in Brisbane with artist Jennifer Marchett. Originally the client was going to seal the car park and put a vinyl treatment over the top of it, and instead we encouraged them to actually develop something that would self-ventilate, so we saved them $1 million as well as obviously improving the environment. This is Ned Khan. I'm sorry if you can't really see it that well. Ned Khan uses kinetic energy and doing similar things with facades, and having these panels lined up, when the wind runs through it, it actually creates the idea that the wall is moving. And they're great stuff, and hopefully we're going to be collaborating with Ned. These 3 shots are stills from a campaign that Hewlett-Packard worked on with a range of celebrities. I put this in because sometimes the idea or collaboration is taken advantage of, and it's more product placement, I guess. So, in this instance, targeting their audience, that's what they were trying to do. This is a collaboration of 5 guys. I'm sorry, it's really dark. Where they're promoting a skateboard company, and they actually did some performance-based artwork, and they created real-life Tetris. So. Not sure if you can see them, but they all sort of slid down with these neon lights and landed. This is the lighting. KT Doyle, a local artist, collaborated with us through the mentorship program we run, and we've been working with Brisbane City Council to activate their laneways. And this is the first installation that we're going to be doing with her, and again it taps into the local history of the site. So merging those two together. This one is for the King Abdullah University over in Saudi Arabia. We engaged 17 international artists, and they were all received the same exact brief as far as tying into Saudi culture and history, and also the idea of science and technology, which obviously the university is based on. The Cow's Beacon, designed by our principal, Daniel Tobin, is the largest of which, and it's 60 metres tall, cast concrete work, and it references the local Red Sea coral, and then moves up to a more carbon molecular reference piece, and then there's an Arabic pattern up the top there. This is just some shots of it in progress. It was so fast-tracked for us in comparison to what we were used to that this above ground was actually built in 12 weeks. So, that put a huge amount of strain on the guys working in the studio to do so. They actually created, there's about 1,000 odd hexagonal pieces that go together and each are individually designed. So we really, to do this in such a quick turnaround, we had to keep the guys motivated in the studio, so we ran a bit of a competition and see how they could engage the Cow's Beacon with iconic photography. So this is the winner from our rockstar Josh, and that's my presentation. If you want to find any more information, just jump onto UAP or harass me at the bar a little later on. Thank you.